guys, today I'm going to show you how to make your very own DIY Diva Inspired Ring Light. With this quick and easy tutorial, you can step up your light game to the next level, improving your photos and videos for under $40. I also want to thank my super sweet hubby for helping me put this together, and I hope you enjoy. First, you're going to need to pick up a Circline fluorescent bulb. This one I got at Lowe's. This one I picked up on Amazon.com, and I prefer this one because it's a daylight light bulb. Then you're going to need a ballast. This one I also got at Amazon, but you can get this at a home improvement store. I purchased this extra long extension cord to plug it in, and you're going to need some wire nuts, electrical tape, wire cutters, extra long zip ties, this box to mount it in. I got this one at Lowe's. And a screwdriver. So let's get started by punching out this hole in the back of the box. Take the wire cutters, clip it, use your screwdriver, and punch it all the way through. Now the wires will be able to get through. We'll take our extra long extension cord and we're going to work on that next. You're going to want to unravel it. And you'll see there are two ends on it. One plugs into the wall. And then the other end we won't need. This is the one that we're going to take off. So take our wire cutters and just clip it off real quick. Okay, so now we're going to split that end we just clipped. If you cut it right there in the center, you can pull the two wires apart, giving you a little bit of room to work with. Then we're going to take our cutters again and just strip the plastic coating off each of those wires to expose the wire underneath. And you're going to want to do that on both sides. So for both wires, go ahead and strip them. And it will look like this. Alright, and the next thing we're going to do is wire the ballast to that extension cord that we just stripped. Now to figure out which wire goes to which, we start at the end, the plug end, because it's labeled, and then just straighten out the cord and follow the wires all the way down so you know which one is which. And when we get to the end, we can figure out which is positive, which is negative. You're going to match them up like so. And then you're going to want to take it and twist the two together. Now you are twisting one wire from the extension cord and one wire from the ballast at this point. And then you take a wire nut and screw it on top. Make sure it's snug but not too tight. You don't want to break the wires. That one looks snug. We're going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other wire, match the two up, and put a wire nut on them, tighten it up. Okay, now we're going to take our ballast and plug it into the light bulb so we can test it out and see if it works. Plug it in. And it works. Yay! We have a ring light. So now we can unplug this and continue to work on it. Okay, so now we're going to unplug it from the light bulb again and set the light bulb to the side so that we don't risk breaking it. Take your electrical tape, pull it off just a little, and we're going to twist it around those wire nuts just to secure them even more. If you plan on moving your ring light around at all, you're definitely going to do this step so that you don't risk the connections coming undone. So we just twist it around and make sure that it's securely wrapped, nice and tight. You're going to want to do the same thing to the other one, and they are going to look like this when you are finished. Okay, so now we have both secured, they're not going anywhere, nice and tight, wrapped up, nice and clean. Now we're going to take this ballast and we want to mount it in this box that we bought from Lowe's. So take the wires and just kind of fold them up to keep them nice and neat and clean. And then what we're going to do is take one of these zip ties here and wrap it around that bundle real tight, just to keep everything nice, tight, and secure. Clip off the ends to avoid any excess. And there you have it. It's all wrapped up, nice, secure, and clean looking. Alright, and now it's time to mount it in a box. You're going to see that hole right there, that's where all the cords are going to go through. We're going to start with the plug part of the ballast and just feed it through the hole. And then we're going to push everything snug into this box. And you can see that it fits just perfect for this project. Take your extension cord and pull it all the way to the end and feed that through the same hole that you just fed the plug part through. And then just go ahead and pull it all the way through so that we can keep everything nice and clean. Once you have that, finish securing your ballast and that little bundle of cords you made earlier into the box. Like so, push it in, and when you finish, it should be flush, as you can see here. It should all fit in there nice and perfect. Now you'll see that on this side we have our extension cord as well as the ballast plug. Okay, so now we're going to take our zip ties and we're going to use these to keep the ballast from falling out of the box. You can purchase a lid, but I chose not to for my particular project. We're going to slide the zip ties through these holes that are on the back of the box. These were already there, which happened to work out perfectly. So slide your zip ties through the holes. They can wrap around the front of the box, and this is what's going to hold your ballast into the box and keep it nice and secure. So once you have your zip tie through on both sides, you can go ahead and close it up and pull it tight. So now you'll see that the zip tie holds the ballast in the box and will keep it from moving around or falling out. Clip off the end, because you won't need that anymore. So now we're going to take another zip tie and put it through the other holes. You'll see as we thread it in that it doesn't go all the way through, which makes that a little simpler for you. Cross over the ballast through the other hole, and then you're ready to close your zip tie. Now before pulling this one tight, you're going to want to be aware of where your cords are. So So we'll pull this one out first and then pull the zip tie tight, like so. Go ahead and clip off that excess. And there you have it, your ballast and your box. It's flush and it's not going to fall out. To test it again, plug your ballast into your light bulb. Plug it into the wall and it should turn on. Alright, I'm going to turn it off and continue working on our project. Hang in there because we are almost done. So the last thing you're going to want to do is figure out how to mount the light bulb onto this box. As you can see, there are some holes in here in the box, more holes, and we're going to just thread some more zip ties through them, like so. And these are what are going to hold our light bulb onto the box where it connects to the ballast. So take your bulb, make sure that the plug is lined up to where the ballast can plug into it, like so. Back facing back, front facing front. Set it on top of the box and then take your zip ties and close them up. You're going to want to pull them snug, but not too tight so that you don't break the light bulb. So now you can see that that is a snug fit, but it's not too tight or putting too much pressure on the glass. Get all three tightened down. Plug in your ballast. Make sure you have a nice fit. And you'll see that it still kind of moves a little, so we're going to tighten each of these down just a teeny tiny bit more. You can go a little tighter on the one that's on the plastic. So now we're just going to take our last zip tie and wrap it around the base of the others, being sure to go under the ballast cord. And this is just going to give us a little bit more stability. You can pull this one nice and secure because it's not going to be putting pressure on the glass. And now you'll see that it gives you just enough room to be able to rotate the light a little bit forward or a little bit backward, but it won't be flopping all the way over to the side. Clip off all your excess ends. And there you have it. Your ring light is now mounted to your box. Now you can see that it's mounted to the box, and I love this because there's so many options with it. You can tilt it back and forth, you can mount it to your desk, you can mount it to a mirror. I'm going to mount mine to a tripod, plug it in, and it is working beautifully. And there you have it, a DIY Diva Inspired Ring Light. So what did you think? Seem easy enough? This is with an overhead light only. Now we can take our light game from this to this. Such a difference, right? Simple, easy, cheap, definitely worth it. Let me know how yours goes. I would love to hear all of your experiences. Bye guys.